of amine. The first topic is alkylation of amine. And alkylation of amine, it is also known as Hofmann exhaustive alkylation. Hofmann exhaustive alkylation. Student, now we are studying alkylation of amine, and it is nothing but a Hofmann exhaustive alkylation. In this reaction, student, as you know, what is alkylation? Means any of the compound react with alkyl halide. As you know, alkyl means R, halide means X, RX, alkyl halide. Or alkyl group, do you know what is alkyl group? When one hydrogen atom is removed from the alkane, it's form alkyl group. So in Hofmann exhaustive alkylation, when primary amine, I am talking about primary amine, when primary amine is heated with primary alkyl halide, with means primary amine is heated with excess of primary alkyl halide, it gives a mixture of secondary amine, tertiary amine along with tetra alkyl ammonium halide. So this is the reaction where primary amine is heated with excess of primary alkyl halide and gives a mixture of secondary amine, tertiary amine and with tetra alkyl ammonium halide. If excess of alkyl halide is used, tetra alkyl ammonium halide is obtained as major product, and the reaction is known as exhaustive alkylation of amine. If anyone is asked why it is exhaustive alkylation of amine, so if excess of alkyl halide is used, tetra alkyl ammonium halide is obtained as major product, the reaction is known as exhaustive alkylation of amine. The tetra alkyl ammonium halide are called quaternary ammonium salt, which are crystalline solid. They are the derivative of ammonium salt, in which all the 4 hydrogen atoms attached to nitrogen in NH4 are replaced by 4 alkyl group. Primary, secondary and tertiary amine consume 3, 2 and 1 mole of alkyl halide respectively to get converted into quaternary ammonium salt. The reaction is carried out in presence of mild base like sodium bicarbonate to neutralize the large quantity of hydrogen halide which is formed in the reaction. If the alkyl halide is methyl iodide, the reaction is called exhaustive methylation of amine. For example, when methylamine is heated with excess methyl iodide, it gives tetramethyl ammonium iodide. Now see the reaction. It is methylamine CH3NH2 react with or heated with, as you know it is the sign of heat, heated with excess of methyl iodide. So one hydrogen atom from amine react with iodine, it form HI, and what is remaining here CH3,2NH. Means secondary amine is formed, it is dimethylamine. This dimethylamine again react with methyl iodide, again hydrogen atom react with iodine, form HI, and what is remaining here CH3,3N means trimethylamine. Means it is tertiary amine. This tertiary amine again react with methyl iodide. As you have seen, student, in tertiary amine there is no hydrogen atom which will be react with iodine. That's why this compound is heated with together and form salt, and the name of the salt is tetramethyl ammonium iodide. No byproduct is formed here. So it is the three-step reaction which is known as alkylation of amine or Huffman exhaustive alkylation, in which primary secondary mixture of secondary tertiary amine along with tetraalkyl ammonium halide. The reaction is very simple. The next reaction is Huffman elimination reaction. Huffman elimination reaction. In Huffman elimination reaction, when tetraalkyl ammonium halide means the salt is heated with moist silver oxide, means Ag2O, moist silver oxide Ag2O. It gives quaternary ammonium hydroxide, which is a deliquescent crystalline solid. Deliquescent means absorb moisture from the air and become liquid. This substance are called deliquescent crystalline solid. So, when tetraalkyl ammonium halide is heated with moist silver oxide, it gives quaternary ammonium hydroxide, which is a deliquescent crystalline solid and is strongly basic like NaOH or KOH. Quaternary ammonium hydroxide on strong heating undergo beta elimination to gives an alkene. The reaction is called Huffman elimination. The least substituted alkene is obtained as major product in this reaction. For example, as we have seen the example, here we are using ethyl trimethyl. See, ethyl means C2H5, trimethyl means CH3,3. It is trimethyl. Ammonium means nitrogen, iodide means I. So this ethyl trimethyl ammonium iodide is nothing but a tetraalkyl ammonium halide. Now it is react with silver hydroxide or heated with moist silver oxide Ag2O water. Why we are using a water means it is moist. Now this silver hydroxide react with ethyl trimethyl ammonium iodide. What is the reaction actually? See, simple reaction is procedure. Iodine is replaced by hydroxyl group, and this iodine react with silver, form silver iodide. This compound, this intermediate, again heated. From this compound, this intermediate CH3,3N means trimethylamine is removed. Then H2O, HO, and again from here H. C2H5, from C2H5. Students, see here what is the reaction. First trimethylamine is formed, means CH3,3N. Now what is remaining here? OH and C2H5. From C2H5, one hydrogen atom react with OH and form H2O. Now what is remaining here? C2H4. C2H4 means CH2 double bond CH2. It means it is ethene. So three compounds are formed here. One is ethene, another is trimethylamine, and another is water. In first step, iodine is replaced by OH. In second step, when this intermediate is heated, trimethylamine is separated, means CH3,3N is separated. OH is react with one of the hydrogen atom from ethyl group. When one hydrogen atom is removed from ethyl group, what is remaining here? CH2 double bond CH, which is nothing but a ethene, or you can say ethylene. Let's take one more example here. So in this we are using N, N, triethyl propyl ammonium iodide. N, N, triethyl. This is ethyl group CH3 CH2 3. So this is ethyl group. Sorry. CH3 CH2 3. This is triethyl group. CH3 CH2 CH2. This is propyl group. Nitrogen ammonium group or iodine iodide group. So it is triethyl propyl ammonium iodide. Same reaction is proceed here. It is heating with moist silver oxide, react with AgOH. Iodine is replaced by OH group. See here, iodine is replaced by OH group. As all of you know, the carbon atom which is attached to the functional group is known as alpha carbon, and next to the alpha carbon, the next carbon is the beta carbon. So here I am, suppose two alpha carbon, one is alpha and another is alpha dash. Both are the alpha carbon. That's why I am symbolic here alpha and alpha dash, and it is beta and beta dash. This intermediate is formed, it is also heated. The name of this intermediate is N, triethyl propanamonium hydroxide. It is again heated and removed water molecule. As we know, the water molecule is removed. One product is ethene, another is amine, and another is water. All of you know three products are there in this reaction. One is ethene, another is amine. So same here, amine means N, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3, or CH3, CH2, CH2. This group is separated, it is amine. Now what is remaining here? Remaining here is CH2, CH3. Only CH2, CH3 is remaining here. This group is formed amine, means N, diethyl propylamine, and remaining here CH2, CH3. From this CH2, CH3, one of the hydrogen atom react with OH, form water. What is remaining here? CH2 double bond CH2. So in this reaction, at the end, student, always remember three products are there. One is amine. As we have seen, this amine is removed. What is remaining here? CH2, CH3. So this CH2, CH3, one of hydrogen atom react with OH, form H2O, and ethene is left, means CH2 double bond CH2. Simple reaction is complete. So it is nothing but a Hofmann elimination reaction. The next topic is acylation of amine. Any of the compound when react with acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride, it is known as acylation reaction. As you know, the general reaction of acetyl chloride is RC double bond OCl, or acetic anhydride means RC double bond OC double bond OR. Now see here, in acylation of amine, when aliphatic and aromatic primary and secondary amine undergo acylation reaction, these amine contain replaceable hydrogen atom on the nitrogen atom. These hydrogen atoms are replaced by acyl group such as acetyl group. On reaction of amine with acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride, acetyl derivative of amine is obtained. It is also called amide. Student, I am talking about aliphatic and aromatic primary and secondary amine. These amines undergo acylation reaction because these amines contains replaceable hydrogen atom on nitrogen. These hydrogen atoms are replaced by acyl group. In the reaction of amine with acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride, acetyl derivative of amine is obtained. This acetyl derivative of amine is also called amide, and amide is less basic than the amine. Acylation is nothing but a nucleophilic substitution reaction. The reaction is carried out in presence of a strong base like pyridine, which neutralizes the acid which is produced during the reaction. Now see, this reaction or this theory we can understand by the reaction. Here we are using ethylamine. It is primary amine having replaceable hydrogen. It is react with acyl chloride. Here we are using in place of acyl chloride acetyl chloride CH3 C111Cl. So this reaction is known as acylation of amine. In presence of pyridine, why pyridine is used? Which neutralizes the acid produced during the reaction. Always remember, this acetyl chloride is also known as ethanoyl chloride. Ethanoyl chloride. Simple reaction is proceed here. One hydrogen is removed from here and react with Cl, it's form HCl. One hydrogen is removed from amine, react with chlorine, form HCl, and what is remaining here? C2H5 NH C double bond O CH3, and it is nothing but a amide group. And the name of this amide is N-ethyl ethanamide. Capital N-ethyl ethanamide. I hope you all are understand this reaction. It is very simple reaction. Very simple reaction is proceed here. One of the hydrogen atom from amine react with chlorine form HCl, and remaining compound is C2H5 NH C double bond O CH3. Now similar acylation take place with acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride is also known as ethanoic anhydride. See here again we are using here ethyl amine, means primary amine, simple amine. Acetic anhydride means reaction with acetyl chloride or reaction with acetic anhydride. Both the reactions are known as acylation reaction. So acetic anhydride again heating with pyridine, same reaction is proceed here, C2H5 NH2. So one of the hydrogen atom is removed from here and react with this acetic anhydride, and acetyl group C double bond O CH2 group is attached here. So the compound is C2H5 NH C double bond O CH3. C2H5 NH C double bond O CH3. And what is remaining here? CH3 C double bond O O. And one of the hydrogen from amine. So it will become CH3 C double bond O OH, means acetic acid. So two products are also there, N-ethyl ethanamide plus acetic acid. I hope you understand. Procedure is same but the compounds are different. Actually byproducts are different in these two reactions. Here HCl is the byproduct and here acetic acid is the byproduct. Main products is same. In this reaction amines are also react with benzoyl chloride. Same here, reaction procedure is same. See here again we are using our ethylamine or ethanamine. C2H5NH2 react with benzoyl chloride means C6H5 C111OCl. In place of C6H5 you can use aromatic ring. Again heating in presence of pyridine which neutralizes the acid produced during the reaction. Same here, from amine one of the hydrogen atom react with chlorine form HCl, and what is remaining here C2H5 C111O C6H5 means N-ethyl benzamide. So these are the reaction of primary amine. We are using here only primary amine. You can use the secondary amine also. Only primary and secondary amines undergo acylation because they contain replaceable hydrogen atom on the nitrogen atom. So procedure is same with the secondary amine also. The next is reaction with nitrous acid. Nitrous acid react with primary, secondary and tertiary amine. First, we are seeing the primary, secondary and tertiary amine react differently with nitrous acid. Actually, nitrous acid is an unstable compound, hence it is prepared in C2. C2 means in the reaction mixture by adding aqueous sodium nitrite to hydrochloric acid already mixed with the substrate, that is amine. In aliphatic primary amine on reaction with nitrous acid form aliphatic diazonium salt as very unstable intermediate which decomposes immediately by reaction with solvent water. Corresponding alcohol is formed as the product of the reaction and nitrogen gas is liberated. This reaction we can easily understand by this example. Here we are using primary amine, simple amine. Again I am using here ethylamine which is react with nitrous acid with the temperature 273 to 278 Kelvin. It forms ethyl diazonium chloride means C2H5 N2 or Cl minus, N2 plus or Cl minus. It is ethyl diazonium chloride C2H5 N2 Cl, and remaining part is the byproduct. No need to show the byproduct here. This ethyl diazonium chloride, actually student always remember in this reaction ethylamine actually first react with NaNO2 plus 2HCl, so it forms ethyl diazonium chloride. This ethyl diazonium chloride again react with water, so C2H5 react with OH from water, N2 gas is evolved, and one hydrogen atom from water react with chlorine, it form HCl. So ethanol is formed here. Primary amine react with NaNO2 plus 2HCl and form ethyl diazonium chloride. Here we are using example of primary amine is ethylamine which is react with NaNO2 plus 2HCl and form ethyl diazonium chloride which is again react with water and form alcohol. Same here, secondary amine, again secondary amine. Here I am using the example of secondary amine is diethylamine. So diethylamine react with nitrous acid, simple reaction is there, hydrogen react with OH, form water molecule and nitroso compound is formed, C2H5 2 N single bond N double bond O. This is nitroso compound, and HOH react together and form water molecule. Temperature is same. Same here, tertiary amine. Again tertiary amine react. It form, as you have seen, there is no hydrogen atom in tertiary amine. So it accept proton because amine is basic in nature. So C2H53N H plus and NO2 minus. So it form triethyl ammonium nitride. So primary, secondary and tertiary amine react differently with nitrous acid. Same here, aromatic amines are also react differently, which we can understand or easily seen in this reaction. Aniline, it is nothing but a primary amine. Same reaction is proceed. It is react with NaNO2 plus 2HCl. It form N triple bond N or Cl minus with benzene diazonium chloride. Same here, secondary amine and tertiary amine react with secondary amine or tertiary aromatic amine are also react with nitrous acid. In your syllabus, only primary amine will be considered here. Only primary amine will be considered here. Now, the next reaction is carbyl amine reaction. In carbyl amine reaction is also known as isocyanide test. In this reaction, as you have seen, the reaction means carbyl amine reaction, aliphatic or aromatic primary amine on heating with chloroform, aliphatic or aromatic primary amines on heating with chloroform gives offensive smelling product called alkyl or aryl isocyanide or carbyl amine. This reaction is a test for primary amine, secondary and tertiary amine. Actually, tertiary amine do not give this test, this carbyl amine test. See the reaction we are using here, primary amine C2H5NH2 means ethylamine, which is react with chloroform means CHCl3 and potassium hydroxide. This reagent is heated and form isocyanide group. Cyanide means Cn and isocyanide means NC. So what is the reaction here? This C2H5 react with NC. Now what is remaining here? Chlorine is remaining here. 3 chlorine is remaining here. This 3 chlorine react with 3 potassium and form potassium chloride. These 3 hydrogen plus 2 hydrogen plus 1 hydrogen means total 6 hydrogen react with 3 oxygen form 3H2. So as per the procedure, the reaction is completed. Ethylamine, chloroform, potassium hydroxide react together or heated together form first isocyanide. As student, always remember this only primary amine give this reaction. secondary and tertiary amine do not give this test. Hoffman-Cabal test or isocyanide test, secondary or tertiary amine do not give test, only primary amine give this test. So in this reaction, primary amine chloroform potassium hydroxide heated together and form isocyanide, means C2H5NC. What is remaining here? In this compound, 3 potassium react with 3 chlorine, form 3 KCl. 6 hydrogen, means 3 hydrogen from here, 1 hydrogen from here and 2 hydrogen from here. These 6 hydrogen react with 3 oxygen, form water molecule, means 3H2. Same here we can understand by aromatic primary amine, means C6H5NH2. As you know, in place of 6,6H5 you can use aromatic ring also. So C6H5NH2 means aniline, and aniline is nothing but a primary amine. Again this react with chloroform and potassium hydroxide and form phenyl isocyanide, means 6,6H5NC plus 3 KCl and 3H2. Reaction is same. So these are the chemical reaction of amine. Students, some more reactions are remaining here, which we will study in the next lecture. For today's lecture, I am concluding the topic. I hope you understand this reaction. Thank you so much.